Hello everyone and welcome back. Okay, so let's do a little bit more talking about Laken Snelling. Okay, so let me try to project so that you guys can hear me. Maybe get a little closer. Okay, so I have some notes because, well, I want to make sure I got this shit right. Okay, so at her first Fayette County court appearance for arraignment, which, correction, because in the last video I called it a preliminary hearing and I actually fucking know better than that. So it was her arraignment. Laken Snelling pled not guilty to the charges levied against her by the Fayette County Police and the prosecutors of concealing the birth of her infant, tampering with the evidence related to said birth, and abuse of a corpse, after what a neighbor reports as Laken's roommates having smelled the aroma of bleach and blood throughout the house, and then gone into Laken's bedroom and discovering the corpse of the infant wrapped in towels, discarded in a black garbage bag, along with cleaning items related to the clean up, and shoved into the depth of the 21-year-old Tennessee girl's closet at her off-campus residence at the University of Kentucky. So it's been reported that when 911 was called, Laken was not present at the residence. Her roommates were the only people there. So the kid across the street is assuming the roommates had to have called the police because, well, they were the only fucking people there. Apparently, we don't know if it's true or not, but apparently the roommates believe that Laken was at class. So when she comes back and the police are talking to her, or when they bring her in or whatever and they're talking to her, she admits to having the baby and cleaning up and putting it in the trash bag and then putting it in the closet. And apparently she's not there when it's found because she may have been at class. There's also the alternative that maybe she was out somewhere preparing whatever move was going to be next. Maybe she was in class, though. That actually literally has not been confirmed. But anyway, we do not know, okay, the reality of all of these details. But from some of the girls in her town, as well as some of the girls at UK, it's being alleged that a lot of Laken's friends in both her home, sorry guys, and college towns literally thought she was pregnant. And apparently it's like a rumored thing that they didn't really feel comfortable to even bring it up. So they don't know if she actually was pregnant or if she even knew that she was pregnant because none of them brought it up. They just thought so. Okay. Maybe they were just waiting for the day that she would tell them and then she never did. I don't know. Whatever. The coroner for Fayette County has provided some insight into the deceased and his remains. While the Fayette County Coroner's Office has yet to determine a cause and manner of death for baby Snelling, what the coroner, Gary Ginn or Gin, can tell us for certain is that baby Snelling was a boy. So, Laken Snelling, after being given a $100,000 surety bond, was released by a judge. And basically what this bond means is that someone either put down the actual, I think it's 10% cash or whatever, or something of value of 10%, and assured that Laken, allowed to go home to Tennessee, will A, stay inside of her home, where she's confined to with her parents at her family home, and B, come back to court. And obviously not go running anywhere. But they clearly don't think this girl's a flight risk, or they wouldn't have even let her out. So there's that. We're also receiving updates from media outlets as of today, September 5th, 2025, that a representative from University of Kentucky, or UK, has provided an ambiguous statement, basically saying that Laken Snelling is no longer a student at the school or a member of the university's stunt team, but without stating from which end the severance stems. Did the relationship fracture on behalf of the university or Laken? Before we head out, let's address baby Snelling's father. Many have presumed, I know I did, many have presumed that the young man pictured with Laken on her social media could potentially be the baby's father, and others have chosen the pathway of Connor seems to have appeared in Laken's life like post becoming pregnant. Like maybe she was already pregnant when he appeared. And I do know that that happens, and some men are literally just okay with that. Like they see a whole situation that they can step into, and often it'll help them grow. So I don't see a problem with that being an option. Him coming into her life knowing that she was pregnant. The other alternative is that maybe he came into her life not knowing that she was pregnant and did not get a chance to know it all until this all came crashing down on him or whatever. But I also wonder if perhaps Laken and Connor, how do I put this? Okay, here we go. Got it. I wonder if perhaps Laken and Connor were like one another's nightcap for a while, and maybe there was no exclusivity, and then Laken became pregnant, and then they became a couple, like an official social media couple, in the aftermath of realizing that they were going to have a baby together. Let's see. Oh, and lastly, Skylar, who, I think that's her name anyway, went out there and put herself out there. She claims that Laken was like a torturous bully in high school. Maybe she was. But high school was literally just a few years ago. Like, it was like literally a blink ago for someone Laken's age. She says that amongst others, Laken specifically like torturously bullied her sister, her baby sister. She says that she was 2 years older than Laken, so they were in the same high school at one point. Obviously, as Laken and the baby sister were getting older, she phased out of high school. She also says that throughout high school, Laken was in fact very addicted to the way that she looked and presented, because she was rich and gorgeous. Furthermore, she says that Laken would often belittle others who didn't have the looks, the money, and the overall presentation that she, Laken, had. So, those are my updates. I'll let you know when I have more.